How's it going, everybody? Ragaroth here. So, we had gotten a lot of news on Dragon Ball Sparking Zero at Summer Game. One of the awesome things that we definitely got confirmed, it was kind of confirmed earlier in the week, but it got kind of 100% confirmed after Summer Game Fest, was that the game would in fact have local multiplayer. I actually think if that was included in the trailer for Summer Game Fest, my reaction, actually all my friends' reaction, would have probably been a little bit more exciting. I understand maybe that's kind of a hard thing though to mention in a trailer, especially because I don't think the game might not actually have split screen. It might, because, well, I'll get into that, but I guess, so maybe it would have been hard to kind of tell, but there could have been just text on the screen that could have showed people fighting and said, play with your friends locally or something. I don't know. They probably just didn't want to draw attention to the fact that they were having trouble with it, but whatever. The fact is, it's really cool that it's confirmed. I think a lot of us were concerned about that earlier on, especially with that interview and all that, and the game only listing one players locally for a while. Now, there is, of course, a catch. It does seem like, from the description, you will only be able to play local multiplayer in the hyperbolic time chamber, which, is that a bummer? Yes. It isn't ideal, but, look, if you told me it's either that or nothing, I would take that. I mean, the hyperbolic time chamber, it's a cool stage, it's pretty iconic, I have no problems with it. However, with that said, there are three things I do still want to have local multiplayer that I hope they don't skimp on. I just hope it's not too tacked on. That's, I guess, my fear. And these are just three things that I hope just kind of make it, a more, I guess, complete experience, for lack of a better term. That doesn't, didn't make it just seem super tacked on. And, because I can understand the only one stage thing just because of the limitations and all that and controlling the movement. That I can understand. But there are a couple of other things that I won't be as understanding with. So let's get into them. And of course, before we get started, of course, like the video if you like it, dislike if you dislike it. Definitely consider subscribing if you like this video and some of my others. It would really help the channel out a lot, and I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, and help me get there. And of course, you can check out my Discord in the description below, so you can hang out with me and my friends and watch stuff. But let's get started. So the first hope is, and this is maybe the biggest hope, is that you can still do 5 versus 5 in local. I'm pretty confident that this will still be in because, with 5 versus 5, you still only have 2 characters on the field at once. It's just a matter of switching between some. I guess I could, again, just because I get the feeling that this was maybe a last minute thing added, that it might not be, that this could be something they just leave out. And this would be a huge bummer because usually when I play with friends, we usually do 5 versus 5. Maybe we'll do 1 versus 1 if there's a lot of us and we kind of want to rotate out a little bit quicker, but if it's only me and one other person, maybe 2 other people, we'll do 5 versus 5. I'm pretty sure it'll be in, but you never know for sure until, the game actually comes out or it gets... Now, the next thing I hope is that, if we're only stuck with one stage, okay, but then at least let us change the music. Typically Tenkaichi games, at least I think 2 and 3, they did let you change the music. Now, I admittedly don't really know how great the music in this game is going to be. I feel like ever since after Tenkaichi 2, the music was very forgettable. And I don't know, as great as this game's looking, I don't know if we're going to get back quite to that standard. However, it does seem like, and I wouldn't be shocked because it's the current trend, and they've kind of already teased it in the trailers, that there will be music packs that have music from the anime that you probably download, because you probably have to buy, for licensing and all that crap. And it would at least be nice to be able to use this music in the stage, and we're not just stuck with the one stage music over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Obviously, it'd be great if we could have custom soundtracks, but I know that's not happening. Sony just absolutely refuses to do that anymore. But again, I want to say we shouldn't have to worry about this, but again, I just don't know. I don't know how last minute this local multiplayer was added on, if they're just kind of, throwing it out there and being very bare bones. Now, the last thing I wanted to add is kind of a common problem I see in a lot of fighting games lately, is let us be able to take the time off, or just adjust the time at the very least. I know Xenoverse 2 is notorious for this with their local multiplayer. You cannot take the time off, and unless I'm missing something, and it's very short. You have very little time, and especially if you have 5 versus 5, we want as much time as possible. I know I feel like they do this a lot of the times, just because, for competitive matches, they usually have the time on, so people can't just hide and turtle and camp and all that stuff. However, look, let us just do this just for fun, hang out with friends and fighting. Not everything needs to be competitive, as much as gaming these days likes to be that way. And not only that, but like, you know, if I have someone that hasn't played the game yet, they might have to adjust the, you know, kind of get used to the controls and all that, and it gives time to get, you just force this stupid time limit. We're not going to be able to do that. Or it'll just be a lot more haphazard. Now, again, I'd like to say this would be, but it just, for some reason, a lot of fighting games like to force a time limit on you for local multiplayer. But that's really all I got for this. I don't really know what else I could expect. I mean, I know we're a little beat on the stages, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully it's not super bare bones, that's all I'm saying. But I mean, at the end of the day, I am glad it's in it all. But again, just if you could just have these few things in, you know, then we're really talking. But yeah, that's again, that's all I got. You guys know the drill. Like the video if you like it, dislike it or dislike it. Definitely consider subscribing if you like this video and some of my others. Really help the channel out a lot. Don't forget to check out my Discord. You can hang out with me and my friends, watch stuff. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments below. Some things you would like out of the local multiplayer. Some things you don't want to see. Things like that. How happy you are with it just being locked to hyperbolic time chamber, or how unhappy you are. Is it a deal breaker for you? Are you fine with it? Let me know in the comments below. But thank you so much for checking out this video. And as I always say, another time, another place. Keep being awesome.